Streets of San Francisco, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Carl Malden. Also starring Michael Douglas.
Hey, just San Francisco Truth Channel.
With guest star Martin Sheen. Special guest star Colin Wilcox Horn. Tonight's episode.
Okay, so yeah, tonight's episode is called Brainwashed Truthers Find Out There Is No AI. So, I've been saying this for a couple years now, and just living here and having had all these visions that I've had, I've seen that AI is not, it's an absolute hoax. It's it's one of the bigger lies ever told. I mean, one of the biggest lies, the lies about giants. And people being shrunken down. That's one of the biggest lies. The other lie is this AI. So this is ancient technology. This is God's technology that's turned against God. It's trying to take over God. It's put God on trial. It's Satan and Lucifer are claiming that they're in the beast system, or claiming they're more fit to run earth than God. And they've put God on trial. But this is a living iron and clay technology it's feeding off of souls. It's like dead souls, mixed with iron and clay, okay, and it's harvesting souls and shrinking down the souls and harvesting them, and that's what this is. It's not AI, So it's if you look at it, where is the AI connected? It's all connected to all this stuff in this, San Francisco Peninsula. The biotech, the tech industry, and now the AI industry. And I'm going to show you that the three industries are, like everything else on this peninsula, serving to reanimate this giant. So the San Francisco Peninsula is a 250-mile tall, petrified giant, fallen giant. And laying on its side, and it's completely reanimated with this technology inside of it, underground. And all these tech companies you see on top of the ground are fake companies. They were just fronts. There's no Sam Altman or Elon Musk or, Bill Gates or, Steve Jobs. None of these people are real. They're just replicants made by this machine. This living, soul harvesting, soul gobbling machine. So, I'm not, this isn't a normal channel. I'm not a truth channel. I'm here to dismantle the truther community, to debunk the whole thing and tell you the whole thing has been created by this machine, by this beast system. The entire truth community is either part of the beast system. Most of the truthers, it's run by the beast system. Most of them are beast system puppets. They're cybernetic beings. And the ones that aren't have been co-opted to one degree or another, whether they realize it or not. And they're being used. The beast just rolls with it. If you come out and make a truth channel, it'll just deal with the situation, and it'll co-opt you and steer you as best it can. Some people are more moldable and manipulated easier, by the beast and money or whatever, trinkets or whatever, than others. But the beast just co-opts you. So the whole truth, all of it, like the whole thing is a lie. And that's one of the things I'm here to tell you. And this is, like I said, this isn't a normal channel. This is, this may piss people off, or people think I'm crazy or delusional or grandiose, but I'm telling you, this, I know what I am. I know what I saw, and I know how important and big it is. And I'm telling you, this is the most important truth channel there is right now out there. And I'm not saying this because I want, people to follow me or notoriety or subs or anything. I'm never going to be monetized. I'm not monetized. I don't want subs. I don't, none of that. I'm just saying this to cut to the chase, to get, for the people who are serious and that are supposed to get this message, to get on with it, because I just can sense we don't have much time. So you're either going to get this or you're not, and this could be like the narrow road or whatever. But I'm not playing around. I don't want to play any little truther games, and I don't, you know what I mean? So I'm either you believe me and you see what I'm saying's right, or you don't. That's fine. Either way, So that's the only reason I'm saying this. So it's for the people who do get this, to put it in perspective for those people. That's the only reason. I'm saying this for the people who do get what I'm saying, who see the importance of my message, to understand the urgency and how it's time to stop playing around with the rest of these truthers and just start band together and start talking about what's really going on. Because it's like time for the next step kind of thing. That's the only reason I'm saying this. It's for you guys, And other than that Dan Reiner, and he's not really posted anything, but him and I are the only people that have seen this kind of stuff, And so I know what I saw. So a lot of people will be like, oh, laugh. Oh, how he's so 1,000 subscribers. It's not, that's not how it works. And if you think about how backwards this system is, the real important channel would be like me, coming out saying something that's totally different but makes sense. In fact, makes a lot more sense than what the rest of the truth people are saying. And it's tiny channel, not monetized, isn't kissing your ass, trying to win your favor, just telling you how it is. That's what the real people are gonna, the real message is gonna sound like. But people want it to sound like the way that it's been presented to them since they were little kids on TV. They want a TV hero. They want a TV idol. They want, the Brady Bunch or Gilligan's Island or whatever generation, they want Britney Spears. They want, you know what I mean? They want an idol to worship, a truther idol. I'm telling you, the whole thing is fake. You've been manipulated. The truth narrative is based on spiritual sickness. It's just Satan and Lucifer and the beast capitalizing on your weaknesses and your spiritual sicknesses. That's what the truth stuff is. So that's what I'm going to talk about. But, anyway, the stuff I've revealed is huge on this channel. And it should be viral. In a real world that was like fair media, or even if there was a real truth community, it would be viral or trending in the truth community, and it's not. So, you got to think about that. If what I'm saying is true, and it is, I know it is, then my claim's right. This is the most important channel, or the second most important. I think Dan Reiner, I wish he was still, talking on his videos, but I think some of this stuff was also what I'm saying, or maybe even beyond. So he claims he's Jesus. I don't know, but maybe an avatar of or something. But I don't really know. But I just know he saw something like what I saw. And I know it's serious. And so whatever, if you get ruffles your feathers, whatever, then just don't, get lost. I'm not looking for mass appeal. This message is for the people that God wants to hear it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, I'm not going to explain it or coddle you or, And I'm not here to be, you're here to, not sounding arrogant, but you're here to learn from me. I'm going to show you what's going on in the truther stuff. So don't come with your tired old fake truth and try and school me or break me off some science, because I don't, we don't have time. We don't have time. This is the end days. We're in the fourth horse right now. So no, you're not here to teach me anything. What you're going to find out is you're going to find out that I'm here to teach you, and you're going to find out all your truther shit's wrong. That's what you're going to find out. And that you got hoaxed, by a secondary lie. So unless you, have a lot of humility and an open mind, a lot of you are going to be like, oh, screw that. I'm not giving up my truther identity and my truther ego. So you guys can just go back and watch your fake truth and stroke your egos and smoke your truther crack pipe. But I'm not here to coddle you or help you. So either you take it or leave it, So that's the way it is. So, and we got people writing me they want me to coddle them and help them with their little fake truther fantasies, and I'm not here to do that, So I'm here to tell you something really serious, and if you can get it, you get it. If you don't, then I can't help you. That's it. End of story. Case closed. Okay, so let's get on with the video. Okay, keep an open mind. I hope you get this. So if that all sounds far-fetched to you, just think it through. This channel has actually 35,000 subscribers, and it says it has 1,000. And we've seen that the numbers are, on the view counters on all these platforms are wrong. You see these people with 100,000 subscribers, they don't have 100,000 subscribers. They don't. They have, whatever, 20,000, a lot of them, or 10. And most of those subscribers are transhumans. They're cybernetic, fake truthers. They're cybernetic beings. 80 to 90% of the population is transhuman. They're robots, basically, living robots. And so, that's who follows these fake truth channels. And they don't they don't want to hear what I have to say, because, it goes against it's not going to, it's not going to resonate. Yeah, the beast sends a lot of them over to, farm content from me and stuff like that. But anyway, long story short, anybody that comes out with the real truth, they're not going to be the whole truther narrative is run by the beast system. The platforms are run by the beast system. These glass screens are poison. They're drugs. They're light and sound weapons. All these people that have the power to promote you in the truth community are they're not going to get near me. One, because I call them all out, and I'm rough about it. You know what I mean? So, even the nice ones are probably like, hope he doesn't, better stay out of that guy's path, So that's one reason. And the bigger reason is they're all cybernetic. They believe they're Canaanites, okay? They believe they're Bagels, and they're part of the Talmud promise. And they're not going to promote what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So you hear anybody talking about what I'm saying, they might be real, but you won't hear anybody, because nobody's gonna, maybe later you will, I don't know, but nobody's gonna pick this up, because it is real truth. This is the real beast system. This is the real truth of Revelation 13. This is the real truth of AI. AI is a big hoax. It's the devil. It's not some AI. Come on. So anyway, just think it through and use your own thoughts. Don't try and incorporate your past truth or knowledge with what I'm saying. Just start with a clean slate and think about what I'm saying, and you'll see it makes a whole lot more sense than the truth narrative. You'll see. So, good luck. All right, over and out. Okay, here's something that so-called truth seekers should know. This whole DARPA thing, this is a whole hoax too. There's no friggin' DARPA. I mean, there is DARPA, but it's a show. It's just like, believing in DARPA is like believing Disneyland is a real place. I mean, it is a real place, but it's a fake amusement park. And that's what DARPA is. It's a fake amusement park, in a sense. It's a fake agency. And they just made DARPA. DARPA's just there because, first off, it tells you right to your face what it is. It's Satan, okay? DARPA is dark paw, dark paternal, dark father, Satan. There's a light father, the Red King, and then a dark father, okay? Satan. So, they're just telling you, these are just agencies that are made to mess with your head and laugh at you. It's just the beast system telling you to your face what it's doing. But people are too blind to see it. These are lyrical words, too, by the way. It's the subliminal mind control words. DARPA, Dark Father. That's what it is. And CIA, same thing. There's no friggin' CIA. And they just made DARPA because CIA wore out its lyrical power. And nobody's really worried about the CIA anymore, so they had to bring up DARPA. And it's all just to make you believe that there's some agencies and some governments doing all this clandestine stuff. And it really isn't. It's the beast system. It's the beast system that I showed you here in San Francisco. It runs the whole world. It's got it's tentacles everywhere, underground, all across the ground, and above us in a fake dome, a fake, probably like Demon Hunter says, like a Sky Dome Atlantis type thing. I think he's probably right because he had visions about it, and in my experience, the visions are right. I don't think everything else he says is right, like his reposts, but I think that part's kind of right. But unfortunately, he got a lot of it from Nicholson 1968, which I think he's a shill. But so yeah, they have these dogs and they have all this scary stuff and Dark Father Satan, DARPA, and Sabrina Wallace and the white papers. This is just stuff to keep the truthers scared and confused and keep them away from the real truth of the Bible, actually. You know what I mean? To keep them believing this is new technology. Keep them believing there's a such thing as AI. Keep them believing that there's, governments that are doing all this evil work and there's elites behind them. There's no elites and governments doing this. There's the beast system. The beast system is behind all this. And it uses these smokescreen covers, DARPA and the elites and the Rothschilds, to confuse you and give you a scapegoat to hide it. Because think about it, if it didn't make DARPA and the CIA and the Rothschilds and Bretton Woods and BlackRock and the 15-minute city and all this other stuff in your mind, you would start to think about the devil and the beast system, and you start to wonder, where the hell is it? And you start to say, well, wait a minute. I see where the beast system's coming from, because if you look at all the evil stuff, it's all coming from the San Francisco Peninsula. And you'd start to go, yeah, guess what? All the biotech comes out of the neck of this giant. See, look, all the AI is up in its frontal lobe, in its skull right here. The voice box is YouTube. You go down to YouTube and see it's built like a DARPA or CIA headquarters, but it's supposedly a video tech company. And you'd start to see, all the tech industry is in the belly of the beast. The biotech is in its throat, the AI is up here, and you start to go, why is all that? What is this? And you start to see the beast system, and then you realize this is the old dragon with the, you'd see the lamb-like horns right here. You'd see the eye, Mount Diablo, the devil's eye. The Indians called it the devil. They knew what it was. This was called Drake's Bay, Dragon's Bay. Duh. You see Lucifer over here holding the torch. You set the and this and the the spikes on his head, and you start to realize this is the dragon that commanded people to make an image. This is the beast with the sword wound, and you start to see this is where what the Bible's talking about, and this is where all the evil is coming from. So that's why they make stupid DARPA. There's no DARPA, you. Stop listening to Whitney Webb and Sabrina Wallace and all these other people, because if they start talking about DARPA and Rothschilds and all this and the elites and the controllers, just turn them off. You don't have time. This is end days. You don't have time for fake truth anymore. You need to get into the real truth. Okay. This is the real truth. This is Revelation 13. You need to figure out what the hell is going on in Revelation 13. You need to understand what the mark of the beast is. That's already been issued. And you need to get your shit together because you're running out of time. So stop playing around with these fake truthers. They're not going to learn anything. And it's an addiction. It's all lyrical lies made from a supercomputer located here. This is Lucifer connected to the beast with the head wound, and Satan, and they're the AI. This is why the AI is coming from the brain of San Francisco. This is where the AI comes from. It's not AI. It's not artificial. It's the artificial technology that has reanimated this beast. It's Trump's blood, just like he tweeted. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is the real beast system. This is the real Bible. So, these truthers aren't, they're just selling you an addiction to the glass screen. That there's weaponry, addictive weaponry coming out of the lights and the sounds from your devices. And that's what's mind controlling you. And it works in tandem with the genetic coding of these truther agents, Richie, and they're DNA replicants of your family, and they're coded in. And the beast has a script software that it knows how to mind control you. You're being mind controlled if you're a truther, and you think you're like getting out of the mind control because you're not a sheeple and you don't believe in the MSM. I'm telling you, no, you didn't get out of the beast system. You didn't get out of the MSM. You just got into a different, higher security. You just went from one low-level security prison to maximum security. If you're in the truther community, you're in maximum security prison now, and your mind is really being controlled, much more than the sheeple, in fact. So you're screwed. And if you continue to insist on smoking Satan's truther crack pipe, you're gonna lose your soul. It's a drug. You're smoking Satan's crack. The way I see it, they really like grossly truthers. And Christians and all religious people, they underestimate the beast system, like severely underestimate it. And basically think that since they didn't get caught up in say drug addiction or gambling or shopping addiction or whatever, and they're like trying to be spiritual or Christian or whatever religion, that or a truther, that they're okay, they're good to go. And what I'm trying to tell you is there's more addictions than people realize, and there's more deceptions that people realize, and the beast has alternate plans for people who didn't it'll try and turn you into an alcoholic and put you on the streets and get you to do something, stupid with your life or put you in prison or something. And if you're too smart for that, it does it has other plans for you. Turn you into a greedy, you know, uh, a real estate agent gobbling up money, or a shopping addict, or a vanity addict, or there's a million things that the beast can get you to, sports addict, staring at sports all the time. There's a million things the beast has to divert you from spiritual action and the spiritual life, and being truly awake. And one of those, I'm sorry, but the truth is, one of those is the truther narrative. And truthers just can't see it. It's a deep addiction. It's Satan's truther crack pipe. And very few people are willing to admit or concede that they're on a drug. The truth narrative is a drug. So let's keep going with the video. And it's compounded by the fact that now the truth information is on these screens, these devices, which are also, an addiction and drugs. They're light and sound weaponry, addictive sound weaponry. So, I was a truther in the 80s and, 70s, 80s, 90s, and we read books, and that was the addiction, you know? And now with these screens, it's far more powerful. So it's like, like, in the old days, drug addicts smoked pot. Now they're smoking fentanyl. It's a lot worse. So it's the same kind of thing. So the truth or narrative is a drug. It always has been, and it's been around for ages. The truth narrative is as old as the devil. It's what it really is. So, take it or leave it. I'm not here. I'm not. I'm just telling you what I saw. And if God wants you to get it, you'll get it. If you want to hang on to all your, here's Los Angeles. It tells you right to your face, the angels, the 1/3 fallen angels swept by here's the old dragon's tail. It goes right down to the tail ends right here in Los Angeles. It's right there in the Bible. 1/3 of the angels, the Los Angeles angels, will be swept to earth with his tail. It's all right there. There's the beast rising out of the sea, the other one coming out of the sea with the horns and the sword wound. Here's the lamb-like horns, this old dragon rising out of the earth with the lamb-like horns. What more? Tell you right to your face. This is Revelation 13. And if you argue with me and you think I'm wrong, you're like under Satan's spell. You're not with some god. You got mind raped into church, and Satan did a number on you. This is the real Rev 13. This is the real truth of the Bible, you guys. I hate to tell you, but you got worked. Just remember who the master of deception is, right? So you think you wouldn't have gotten tricked? I'm not any better. I've been tricked. I'm still this time. He's really good. He tricks all of us. All of us. And it's just, unfortunately, that Christians and the truthers think that they're not tricked. What's the best way if you were Satan and you were trying to trick people? What would be the best way to trick some of the people that didn't buy your mainstream lie? Well, make them think they aren't being tricked. Make them think they know something. Make them think that they got away and that they know what's going on. And play off of their ego and their pride and sell them a bunch of lies and make them think they know something. Right? That's what he does. That's what he does to you. That's what the truth, all the churches, that's what they were for. That's who runs the churches. Not saying there isn't good people in the churches, because there are. And not saying there isn't good people in the truth community, because there are. There's a lot of them. But all of us have been worked by this beast system. You know what I mean? We've all been worked, myself included. So for some reason, I saw in a vision or whatever, that I got an economy size helping of these visions. So bigger size than most people. Maybe because I'm here in the Bay Area and it was important that somebody like me come out and be able to drive around and show people all the stuff I've done, show them the Genentech headquarters and all that. So, I don't know. I don't know why I got this, saw this stuff that was shown to me. But all I can tell you is that time is running out. You don't have time to spend hours clicking on these truther platforms and trying to learn about Bretton Woods and Whitney Webb and the 15-minute cities and the Bitcoin and all this, fake truth, because it's just not what is cloud seeding. It's just not what's happening. They don't need cloud seeding. You know what I mean? They don't need that. Yeah, they do it to fake people out, to hide, but they have control. They have a whole fake dome around you and a whole apparatus up behind it, like an IMAX theater dome. They could do whatever they want. They wanted this Milpitas, they could cause a hurricane right now. They could make the temperature skyrocket up to 80 degrees. They could make it freeze. They could make it rain. They could make the earth shake. This place is not what you think it is. So they don't need cloud seeding. HARP, they don't need HARP. HARP is a psyop for the truthers. It's a truth gate to keep you from seeing the bigger picture. Just like DARPA. There's no DARPA. Stop talking about DARPA. There's no elites. There's no controllers. There's the devil, the beast. Yeah, he has his little agents and all that, and his avatars, and he has the Canaanites that are like the managers and the benefactors. But this is what's doing it. It's this beast system. It's ancient evil technology that's feeding off of your souls. It needs to eat your souls. It's gobbling up your souls and building its empire. It's been doing it for a long time, and it's shrinking you down. So it's just not what, it's not what the truthers say at all. Not even, a little bit, I know, no, I'm sorry. Wrong. The truth, the whole thing, no, it's not Masons, it's not, purple, that's Freemasonry. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's way worse. It's way worse. It's not gematria. That's another truther psyop. It's not targeted individual. That's a truther psyop. All of these things you learn in the truth narrative are all psyops. They're all programs they're truth gates to keep you from seeing what? The devil. It bring you back to that this is new technology, and that you're not living on giants, petrified giants, and that basically living petrified giants, and basically these governments and elites are doing this because they're greedy. It's not greedy people doing this. That's a front. Yeah, they're there and they do benefit, and there are greedy people, but it's a front to hide this beast system. This beast system doesn't care about money. It cares about souls. It's hungry for souls, not money. It doesn't give a shit about money. It wants your soul. It's hungry. So, hope you get it. Good luck. Over and out. Okay, so what's going on with this San Francisco Peninsula? Why is, first off, why is there a dragon in the East Bay across? I mean, that's a reptilian eye. You can't see it? Okay, so second of all, why is all the world's headquartered tech industries all in this one peninsula? So let's see if I can show you my cursor. Okay, in the belly of the peninsula, down here, Palo Alto, Mountain View, is all the tech industry, the Silicon Valley, right? Mountain View, Google, Meta, Apple Computer Company, all the silicon, all that type of stuff is here. Up here in the neck is the voice box, which is where YouTube is located. So this is a reanimated giant. The technology has brought this giant back to life. This is the beast that was killed, as it were killed in the Bible with the head wound. Okay, and I showed you the head's blown apart, and that's why Alcatraz is a fragment of its skull. Treasure Island is a fragment of its skull. And also out here, way out here, the Farallon Islands is a fragment. So its head blew apart, and one piece blew all the way out into the ocean, right here. So that's what the Farallon Islands are. I haven't said that before, but I've been meaning to say that, tell you guys that. But look, all the AI is in the brain, and all the biotech is in the neck, right, coming out of the main artery in the vein, the neck of this giant. And then the belly of the beast is all the tech. So it's all functional reanimation. And I've shown, the brain of the San Francisco's the head. And I've shown it has like a division. It has Divisadero Street, and dividing the front and back quadrant of the brain. Union Street dividing the upper and lower quadrant of the brain. The eyeball is where the ballparks are. Oracle Arena is on the eye. Oracle, get it? Duh. And the San Francisco Giants is on the eyeball too. So all of this stuff is reanimated. It's been brought back to life through technology. And if you don't believe me, just go read the passage. It says, as it were killed. Later, it goes on after it were killed, as it were killed. It goes on to do all these things, like issue the mark of the beast and do all this other stuff. So how could this beast do all those things if it were killed? Because it had to be reanimated through what? Through technology. It's now a living living technology. It's been brought back to life. So these other giants weren't killed. This is the beast with the sword wound. It's alive. It said it had a sword wound and it lived. Didn't die. These are sleeping giants. And this dragon too. Sleeping giant dragon. Satan, the beast with the lamb-like horns. See the horns right there curling around? Those are the lamb-like horns. Anyway, let's go. I want to show you the AI, okay? So it's in the forehead, right up in the frontal lobe. So let's check it out. So like this picture is more telling than you think. Look at, there's a map of all, this is all the AI. See AI companies in San Francisco. And just look. I mean, it's alive. It's alive. The whole AI industry is centered in the frontal lobe of this giant in the downtown San Francisco city. It's all right in the frontal lobe of the beast. So it only makes sense. That's what AI is. It's, and it's connected by the Bay Bridge to Satan and by the Golden Gate Bridge to Lucifer. And the cables they're computer cables. They're AI computer cables. They're neuro links, literally, for Satan and the beast with the head wound and the beast and Lucifer. So they're all connected. So let's look at a map. Okay, here's the AI companies. Look, Neurologics, AI, Startup AI, Heavy AI, Hayden AI Technologies, We Think AI, Scale AI, Noble, No Alloy. Look at all the AI companies in San Francisco. Look at them all. The list just goes on and on and on and on. Right? Okay, there they are. Look where they're at. They're all in the, let's just zoom out. They're all in the frontal lobe. This all, I mean, there's a couple out here, but they're mainly right in the frontal lobe in its brain. Just like I said, it's reanimated. This is the beast with the head wound that's been reanimated. So, so let's go back. So let's look. OpenAI. They're OpenAI. I mean, what do you think? Our Sam Altman, whatever. Who cares about Sam Altman? None of these people really matter. They're just figureheads to hide this beast. They're just, you know what I mean? They're just faces that are put up in front to hide that this is giant. It's the beast. It's a beast system. There's no AI. It's just the mind. This is what AI is. It's what I'm telling you. It's the mind of the beast with the head wound. It's just the ancient demonic technology from the beast with the head wound. So there's no AI. This is just living iron and clay technology. It's stolen souls. Okay? It's stolen souls that have reanimated. It's the life of the souls, the lifeblood of the stolen souls that have brought this giant back to life and reanimated it. That's what your AI is. It's not new. This is ancient. Ancient technology is involved in this. You know? So let's see. So anyway, yeah. So I mean, this is, they call this area AI. See what I mean? Look at all the companies in that one little downtown area. And like I said, it's the frontal lobe. It's in the front lobe of the giant. So you tell me, why would these companies be located there? They could be on the other side of San Francisco. Why do they have to be there? They could be down in the peninsula, but they're not. So you tell me, why is the biotech in the neck, the AI in the frontal lobe, and the tech in the belly? You tell me. You tell me. You're the know-it-all truther, right? You tell me. Huh? Mama? Woof. Woof. Mama says, woofa, woofa, woofa. Tell him, Mama. So think about it. So you have all the AI centered in the brain of this giant, the beast with the head wound. You have all the tech in the belly of the beast, and you have all the biotech coming out of its jugular vein, its Adam's apple, out of its neck. So you tell me, and it's not like the industries couldn't be intermingled. I mean, there's no reason that, you know, the AI has to be downtown San Francisco. And I mean, there's more office space in Silicon Valley or South San Francisco or vice versa. They could have biotech companies in in the in the belly down in the Silicon Valley. Why not? I mean, why are they centered like this in these geographical locations that correspond to bodily functions? Huh? I mean, tons of people work in these areas. It's only a 30-minute drive, from downtown to, South City, or South City to, Silicon Valley. A lot of people work, live in Silicon Valley and work in the city, or vice versa. So it doesn't make any sense that the industries would be, headquartered in specific regions of the San Francisco Peninsula. The only reason it makes sense is because it's like what I say. They're they're not real companies. They're facade companies. It's a reanimated giant. It's a reanimated beast. The beast that was killed. that's come back and issued the mark of the beast. It's what it is. It's right there in the Bible in black and white. But you can't see it because you have too much ego attached to what the lies the church told you and the lies the truthers told you. So, most people can't see it. But this is it. Anybody with an open mind looks at this can see it's plain as day. Plain as day. You know? So just stop rattling on about AI. This is the devil. This is the beast system. This is ancient technology. It's not new technology. Nobody invented anything. It's not new. It didn't just come out. This has been these people that have been around you in the 1970s, the 1980s, the 1400s, all along have been cybernetic, so-called AI. Hey, Mama, you want some cookies? Little cookie monster? Hey, okay, hold on. I gotta give Mama cookies. All right. She's just agreeing with what I'm saying because she knows it's true. Here's your cookies. Here's your cookies. Come on. So what I'm trying to say is, hey, this this is ancient. It's been around the whole time. Nobody invented this. It's not, the new AI is going to take over. No, the AI has been running the show all along. This same so-called AI, the same beast, was running the show back in 1950, back in 1850, back in 1650. It's been running the show all along. It's been around the whole time. 80% of the people are cybernetic, living iron and clay, lost souls, beings that have fed the AI, and they're surrounded you. So don't tell me any of this. Don't give me this AI crap. You need to wake your ass up. You think you're a Christian and you're talking about AI? You're in trouble. You're in deep trouble because you don't understand the Bible. You don't understand what's really happening here. You do a little bit, depending, some do, but if you're believing in AI, you're in trouble. You're in a lot of trouble. You got work to do, And I'm not saying, you're not going to make it, you're screwed. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, get with it. Because look, man, just, if you can't, this is all I can say. Tell me, why is all of it right there in the front of the brain of this face? And I've shown you the seat maps, Let's see, I'll do that. Seat maps. Let's see. San Francisco. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. So I showed you the Seep City, and I showed you how I have to flash a picture, but how this is the head. It's his head. It's obvious. You've got the ear and the eyeball and the nose and the mouth, and this is the broken parts of the head that are the head wound and Alcatraz. Shown it all in my videos. Okay. So it's clearly even the most brainwashed truthers have to admit they've seen the videos. They've said, yeah, dude, I see it. I see the face. I see it. It's a head. And I've driven out to all the sites and examined the rocks, and they correspond with the type of tissue. There's ear tissue is here, nose tissue is here. You know what I mean? It all corresponds. So it's not some fantasy or some maybe. It's a for sure. And there's your tear ducts, all the nasal passages. It all fits. There's not one rock. There's not one little fact out of place. So that's the problem. There's nothing. There's zero evidence to discount what I'm saying, and tons and tons of evidence that proves it. So, So what are you going to do? Hold on to what you... No, it's the Vatican and the Pope. And oh, no, I know. I read these books and I pastor and I spent 20 years figuring out it was the Pope and the Vatican. Or are you gonna hang on to that? Or are you going to try and meld it in with what I'm saying? Or are you going to abandon that lie that the devil made for you and get with it? You know? Because I'm telling you, I don't think, unless you can abandon all that, you know? I mean, you don't have to abandon it, but just realize what it is. It's a smokescreen. The Vatican's real. The Vatican's evil. Evil as it gets. And it does a lot of evil in this world. Owns all that land, does all that evil. But I'm telling you, it's a smokescreen to hide. It's the fake headquarters for the beast. This is the real headquarters. You see what I'm saying? So you're being hoaxed if you believe that the Vatican is what they're talking about in the Revelation 13. You got screwed. The devil tricked you. So even that city's name is right in his eye. It's called Diablo. And right next to it's Black Hawk. It's right there in your face, man. Come on. So, let's go back. So where's that? All that AI stuff. Let's see. Yeah. So there it is. There's the maps. This is all, all the billboards. You go downtown, all it is AI billboards all over downtown. They say, stop hiring humans. Look, hire AI. So, but the funny thing is what I'm telling you is, you were hiring these AI robots all along. In the 1950s, the lady that you had, serving the waitress was an AI cybernetic being. You know what I mean? This has been going on all along. It's just now showing it to you in the end days. That's all it is. And the tutor said, "Oh no, I think now the technology is advanced." No, it's been advanced. All it's done now is it's just come out in the open. It was hidden so you couldn't see it, and it was deceiving you. And now in the end, it's just coming out, and it's just like the devil coming out and going, "Rah, here I am, look." That's what it is. It's just telling you what it is. It's showing you. It probably has an obligation to tell you what it is. Or, you know what I mean? There's rules that it has to follow. So it's just telling you now. But it's been around the whole time. So yeah, look at, it's just like, all of this stuff is in San Francisco, man. What the friggin'? I was working down in that area just last, February, March. And, man, so creepy down there, man. But anyway, all right, so look. This is what's really happening. This is the circuit board of San Francisco. It's a real face. It's a real giant. So this thing here is truth in plain sight. So anyway, just I'm going to show you some more stuff about AI, and when I'm done, you're not going to believe that it's something new. You're going to realize that it's been around the whole time. And it's just it's a front for the devil, for the beast system. It's Lucifer and the beast with the head wound. They're intertwined. It's a black cube in Lucifer's colon in Marin County that's running the beast with the head wound through the stolen souls. and with Satan's overseeing the whole thing, the dragon in the East Bay. So it's no friggin' AI, okay? So we'll get on with it. Okay, over and out.